Good afternoon. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class.
It is.
We have kettlebells and slippers and bars aids right here. And Lauren will take us through a nice warm-up. And then it's time to press and plie for mobility and strength. And this light right here that you can't see, I know is bugging Lauren so much that
it's going to make all the difference. So this is week 3 of week 6 of the semester, and we've progressed our skills, learning how to hold that kettlebell in the firing range position as well as the rack, and we've slowly progressed our presses in different ways. Today we'll be pressing with a slightly heavier bell as well as a lighter bell. If you don't have a heavier bell, just use the bell you've got,
Use a light one,
because that's probably enough too. Let's get started with our foot warm-up, a core warm-up, a little splits, and then just see where it takes us. With our feet in parallel, whether you have a light balance aid at your side or not, we'll press the foot forward, sending the knee and ankle forward, and ankles in line with the body. Let's push up, find a light balance, and then slowly descend. Let's do that one more time on each leg. Up for a second, and then down. And one more time, up and down. On this one, we're gonna use our toes to point. Gently flex or roll over the toes. Then roll back through the foot, go double up, come down soft landing, use the toes to point, lightly flex over, come back, and we'll add on. This time we'll go up. As we descend here, the heel will come down, the knee will bend, our tailbone will tip lightly to the back wall. Then we'll extend the hips through, double up, other side, heel lands, knee bends, press to tall, up here, hold, try to look around, and then slowly descend. I'd like to do one spicy up thing today, and that's let's rotate those legs open to that first position. Feel those cheeks, and right now just stand here nice and tall as if there's a zipper going up your pants. So pull that zipper up, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your cheeks, keep that, but go bend. Then could we go up? And then on the other side. We'll again repeat that one more time on each leg. Hips are nice and level the whole time. We're landing softly. Now we'll go up. We'll do the same thing. We'll land here. We'll bend knees. Try to create a nice diamond. Then extend, up, switch. Heel lands. Knees bend. Up, up, down. Knees bend. Ooh. Up, up, down, down. We could get a nice little count going there. But this time we'll end with this up, up. Heels are pushed forward, kneecaps pulled up, ribs over hips, square yourself up. Hold, look, look, look. Heels down, descend. Give that a little shake and wiggle. We'll do a nice forward fold and walk ourselves out into that plank position to get our tension ready for presses. With our blades together, either arms across the chest or in robotica, chin tucks. First, we flex on the neck. Then we flex through the upper back. What that means is try to roll or round yourself forward without moving the shoulder blades at the beginning. Keep flexing through the spine as if you're trying to look inside your belly button. Hello. Stay tight to your body. Keep your weight. Your heels are down, but weight is more in the forefoot, so you're trying not to push your hips back as you do this, and end up in your forward fold position. Once you're here, you can let your arms go and you can kind of dangle a bit, maybe bending one knee and straightening the other, and bending and straightening, and then coming to center, slowly peeling your heels up off the floor. And let's walk ourselves out into our first plank position. In this plank, we'll extend our legs back behind us, lifting up, tucking our cheeks, squeezing our butts, pulling the floor together underneath us. Let's put tension through our body, which means grip the floor with your hands, straighten your elbows, pull your shoulders down, create tension in your core like I could punch you. Breathe underneath, keep your butt cheeks squeezed, keep your kneecaps pulled up. 3, 2, knees down. Take it to the splits for a second and we'll come back to that plank.
And why do we plank?
For pressing, as I said.
For pressing, we need that full body tension. And right now we're looking for a nice, gentle full body stretch. Dorsiflex those ankles or plantar flex those feet or point. Sit tall. At the hips, it's that anterior tip or slight cow shape and a nice long spine. Maybe take some breath in here. We could do gentle side bends with arms straight or with those arms across. We could also then try to do some slides. But no matter where we go, use your muscles as you pull and push yourself from that position. One last time, maybe just lift those cheeks and sink into a nice deep deep stretch, and either with Lauren's gorgeous ballet feet or my dorsiflex ankles, reach those elbows towards the floor maybe. Keep the spine long, maintain your breath, and no matter how far you go into that stretch, more importantly, it's how we come out with control. I believe it's gonna be one more plank, and we'll be up.
Let's flip over, one more plank. Let's create that tension again right from the beginning. So if I came through the screen and tried to push you over, I couldn't. That means I could come from both sides of you though. So up, hold, everything's tight, pull the floor together. Let's start thinking about that cross body tension. So right arm without moving pulls to left hip, left arm without moving pulls to right hip. So that isometric tension, creating cross body core strength for 4, breathe, tighter, 3, tighter, 2, then hips lift, either feet to hands or hands to feet. Slowly stack yourself back up, tuck your chin, and use the muscles on the front and the back of your spine to pull and engage yourself all the way back up. Head is last to land.
And it's almost time for those bars, but Lauren has one more bell exercise to warm us up with. Check in. Body weight, how's it going? And how does it feel under some load?
So if you're with us holding this kettlebell here, maybe you're holding the kettlebell throughout the class today, or we're pressing, but right now we're getting into that rack position. We'll use our hips to hinge, standing over top of our bell. We'll grip with 1, we'll cuddle with 2, we'll pull up our body, and we'll hold. Oh, it's so funny.
Ian, listen. And then
yeah, follow really directions.
Close to you here.
Follow, don't get distracted by this. Okay, vertical forearm, nice straight wrist. Bell is thinking about being pressed overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2 hands on, keep it tight, put it down. Up without, same thing other side. Hip hinge,
there we go.
Grip rack, pull, zip. Again, vertical forearm, stay up nice and tall. Ribs to hips, squeeze your cheeks, think about pushing this bell up for 4, 3, 2 hands on, tight, place it down, stand up. We'll be back there to press that bell.
Hopefully that's the heaviest that bell feels today, because that was pretty darn heavy. But again, if you are unprepared to press with us today overhead, hold it in that rack or the goblet or the low or the firing range position. Take time, but build that strength with the kettlebell. Time to do a little more pliés and those tendu exercises. Hand on hip or hand outside in a second. Let's do our plié and then that tendu out front, stand tall and return back. Then again, tendu out front and first. Let's do it to the side, same thing. So our squat, our reach or stretch, close, tendu, close. Before we go to the back, let's do the same thing out front, but dégagé. So squat, brush off the floor, tall, back to first, off the ground, back first. To the side, and stretch, brush, brush, and close. To the back now, with on the ground, stretch, close, point, and close. Now off the back, dégagé style, stretch, close, point, close. Let's just hold our first balance now at that low ankle coup de pied. And I know that I need to shift a little bit more weight over my foot and gently recalibrate that rib cage. Bring your core over those hips, knees point side, toes point down, and just finish nice and tall, back and first. Front, side, and then to the back at the very end. Front side, flat foot, and then off. But here we go, Lauren's ready to go. So plié, tendu, stretch, close, point, close. To the side, same effort, full knee stretch, close, point, close. Now to the front, off the floor and stretch, close, off the floor and back. And again, to the side, energize through those toes and close. And then to the back on the ground first, and a stretch and close. Toes back, heels front, and then again, off the ground, stretch, close, out the back, finishing first, but then ultimately finishing in that coup de pied position. Hips are forward, glutes are squeezing, rib cage is down. We're breathing, and then finishing nice and tall. And after the bar comes the bell.
So with our presses here today, we're starting with that heavier press. Let's work for 1 press and see how it goes. Again, you can hold in that rack position, hold the bell low, wherever you choose, strength. Hip hinge, pull to rack, and 1, pull down with control, And then 2 hands on, park the bell. Remember, when you're pressing, you have your whole body to help you. It is that shoulder that's doing a lot of the work in the lat, but think about boom, 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 everything you did in the plank. Same thing second side, hip hinge. Pull to rack, tight, up, and then pull that bell down. 2 hands, place it down. Up without. Back to the bar.
Back to the bar. We'll continue those tendu exercises, integrating some weight transfers. So again, hand on the hip or out to the side. Let's tendu front.
That's it. Dégagé.
Dégagé front, and then land toe ball heel, and that inside leg then return to the ankle. Then stretch out the back, land toe ball heel, point front, knee side, and then down. Let's repeat that effort out to the side. Dégagé off the floor, accept the landing, and find that balance, landing, and then point, out, return to that ankle, and back down first. Out to the back, same thing, off the ground, push front, and then return to the ankle, and then to the front, push out the back, knee side again, and let's do this en croix, which means to the side one more time. To the side, toe ball heel, and arrive at that ankle coup de pied, and then reach, and listen for the brush of the floor one more time at the ankle. Now stay on that flat foot, maybe just that turnout on that standing leg, and find a demi-point balance, hand on the bar, or hands in that strong first position, and then return maybe to 2 points, and then back down to our first, and our shake. And we'll repeat on the other side. So Lauren was right, that dégagé off the ground. Hand hip, reach front, toe ball heel, and land together. And then reach, point, and very quickly back to the coup de pied. First, and then out to the side. Find that ankle coup de pied, and then reach to the side, ankle again first. To the back, toe ball heel, knee side, point, knee side again, and first. And the last en croix, stick that balance this time, that's better. And reach, point, find the ankle. Breathe, control, composure of that core strength, ribs over hips, hold for balance, return to 2 points, and slow down. And from the bar to the bell.
To the bell.
Don't mean to say it like
all right.
that.
Could we do 2 presses this time?
Yes, we
If you're into it, let's do 2. If you're not, let's do 1. It's up to you. Make it strong and make either the first or the second press a successful rep.
You
okay?
know it. Here we go.
Hip hinge, grip bell, pull to rack. 1, pull it back down, and 2, and then pull it down and park. Whew. Shake it out. How'd that go? If it was great, let's do it again on the other side. If you think the other side is maybe a rep 1, no problem. Same thing, hip hinge. Inhale to pull, full body tension, pull down, and use your breath, looking up, pulling the bell down, and parking with control. Let it go, shake it out. We'll come back to that soon.
2 sets, can't wait for the third. But now, until then, we're back at the bar. Let's work on our fondue exercise here. The knees bend and straighten together. So find the coup de pied, stretch out to the front, and then knees bend together back to that coup de pied, and then out to the side. To the back ankle coup de pied, and then stretch that leg out to the rear, and then en croix again is one more time to the side. Pause, same thing, but find the releve or demi-point out the front. So flat foot, and then use your glutes to find the tiptoe. Accept that landing, knees bend, and then straighten together. Find the back ankle coup de pied, full stretch to the back, and then one more time to the side, full stretch. Then let's just come down to the flat foot, lift the knee higher as we now try to find that passe position. Passe, ribs over hips, glutes forward, knees to the side, toes down, breathe and have fun for a couple more seconds, and finish tall in the first position. Shakes, wiggles, sighs of relief. Fine, fun moves. That sounds good to me. So
I said fondues.
Fondues. They're fine and fun moves too.
Fondues.
Fondues. I like that too. So
Bend.
let's do it. Bend
and
together.
Stretch.
Stretch.
Bend.
Knees bend and stretch. Again, it's to the back this time. Full stretch of the knee. And then one more time on side, completing the set. And then find that releve with a glute squeeze in, out. Knees bend together and stretch. Maintain that turnout. These are cues for me, as much as they are for you. The checklist never ends as we go out to the side. One more. Flat foot, knee high towards that passe position. And again, just breathe. Hold. If we need to come down a little bit towards that ankle, of course, but challenge the height, make it easy to finish, and set 3.
All right. Set 3 of our presses. Question for you. Is it going to be the number 1? Is it going to be the number 2? I'm not going to throw out the number 3 tonight for myself, as I'm feeling that number 2 is good, but maybe 3 is the peak. There should be a heavy bell where 3 is getting a little bit, wild. Okay, first side. I'm going to start with my other arm. First side, I'm going to go number 2s. Inhale to pull, and up. 1, pull down. 2. As I do it, I think I could do number 3, but that's also a good place to end, knowing you had that one more rep, but you left it on the crisp rep. Made me want an apple. Crisp.
That word crisp sounds good.
Same thing, second side. Hinge. Same number. And up. 1, pull down. Up. Good. And pull down. And again, happy with the decision. 2, crisp.
There we go. Something with that word. We're working on crisp reps here too now. And we're working on our out to the side movements, the 8-8, the 4-4, the 2-2, the 1-1-1, the 1-1, dégagés to the side. I'll be trying that in the center. Use your balance aid as you wish. And my arms again will be in that ever-evolving second position. We'll be going on the and for 8 repetitions. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8. 8 of them. 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Now 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now 2. 2. The singles are the hardest in my opinion. Let's do the same thing the other side.
How about you just count?
8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1s. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them over here. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Be heavy on the toes
3,
on the other
2,
side.
What? 4,
there we go.
3, 2, 1.
2 of them.
2.
2 of them.
2.
A single, a single, a single, and close.
I can't keep a rhythm if you don't count.
I know. But there's so much information to share there too. So you can rely on Lauren for the accounting pieces and maybe me for more of the wordy, nonsensical pieces. Are we ready to press again? Or you want another slow exercise to the bar first?
Oh, we should do one more exercise.
Okay. So it's be nice and slow now. We'll keep those legs nice and straight throughout as well until that balance hold at the end. So we're in that first position at the feet and we'll reach, pointing a straight leg forward. Open to the side, maintain that turnout and the hip stays forward as the leg reaches and runs out the back. Then close through the first position all the way to the front. Let's reverse and go the other way. So front to back, keeping the knee straight and the hip forward. And like a key in a lock, turn out of that hip to the side, to the front, and then back in. And that can be the same thing on layer, meaning off the floor. So do our dégagé out to the front and maintain that turnout to the side. Try to maintain that turnout as you reach the leg out to the back, hold for an extra second, and then tap down and brush all the way through. Let's also go on layer.
Out the back.
Then we're gonna go out to the back, nice straight leg, maintain that turnout, show that heel forward, show the inseam, bring it from the side to the front. Then let's find that passe position, and without the balance aid, with some focus, find that demi-point rise. The highest demi you can, the most tension with a straight knee, and then back to our points and back to our first. Like that. So it's a rond de jambe on the ground, front to back to front, and then on layer or off the floor for the second time. To the front, straight knees, maintain that turnout, front to the side, hips forward, leg back, Let's brush all the way through the front. Keep those hips forward as that leg reaches back with pulled up kneecaps, and then turn out of the hip to the side, to the front, and back to first. Now, off to the front. Maintain that turn as we can.
That got really high this
Straight
time, Ian.
kneecaps. Straight kneecaps. Yeah.
Went from a dégagé to a grand battement over there.
The trick is holding it high. That's the problem. Then we're going beautifully front, Lauren, nice. And then tendu turns into that dégagé out the back. And then out to the front by way of the side. And then let's tap down or find the ankle, or just like Lauren, that passe. And then find the releve or balance hold on those points of feet. And breathe. Find 2 points. Reset.
All right, so we're on set number 4 here of presses. One more set of heavy, and then we're gonna drop that bell back and take a little lighter bell to pump it out at the end.
Pump it up.
So 1 or 2 reps here, what are you saying?
You're the leader. I'm in charge, not in charge, but I'm the bar guy and you're the bell.
All right,
person,
I'm gonna do
so
2 reps here. 2 reps, full tension. You might say, Lauren, I think you're leaning. And I would argue, I'm not leaning. I'm driving my weight underneath that bell. Remember, there's a difference between this position here and this position here. So drive your weight underneath to help you, but avoid the side bend. Okay, first side, 2 reps, hip hinge. Inhale to pull. Strong base. 1, pull down. 2, pull down, park bell. Whew. When it gets tired, recruit those quads. Squeeze those glutes. Send energy up from the feet. Boom. Up. That doesn't mean bounce. That just means boom. Tighten. Up. Same thing, second side. Hip hinge. Grip to rack. 1. Inhale, pull down. 2. And pull down. Park bell. You can actually just place that heavy one off to the side if you like for a second.
Great rep selection today, Lauren.
Thank you.
That third one might have been a little bit tough. So we are using those heavy bells a second ago, using our light bells just right about here in a second ago. But first, let's do something maybe in the middle. Show us some of those weight transfers maybe.
Okay. I'd like to start like this. So heels together, standing up tall, zipper, zip.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Then tight, 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 tight. Point a leg to the side only as far as you can and just lightly tap, but stay tall in the standing leg. With this leg, turn the whole leg in, keeping the hips level. Hide the inseam. Then turn the whole leg open, showing the inseam. Land toe ball heel, pull on this leg, and push with this leg. Same thing, get stacked. Once here, rotate the whole leg in, hiding the inseam. Rotate the whole leg open, hold. Toe ball heel, pull yourself across. This time we'll get to straight leg and we'll hold. Inseams forward, knee bend, hold, press to tall. Toe ball heel, pull yourself across. Find a straight leg balance first. Inseam forward, knee bend, press to tall. Toe ball heel, one more addition. Push and pull. Knee bend, stretch, lift up, hold, find that balance for 3, 2, heel will land, toe ball heel, pull yourself across, straight leg first, get stacked, bend the knee, press to tall, push up out of this, finding a straight leg balance and holding for 3, 2, heel will land, toe ball to center. Before you move, just pull the floor together without moving. Pull, 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 pull. Then push down and away. And then relax. Whew. And shake that out.
Love those weight transfers or in-center inspired movements. We have one more move to finish. Nice little rib cage roll to loosen up after the end. But until then, let's rep it out with some presses. Maintain good form. Maintain that integrity piece of your press. Lauren, how many are you going for?
So this is our last set of reps, our last set of presses tonight, set number 5. We've dropped a whole bell size, which for me was 4 kgs and maybe a little bit more for Ian, which is fine. So dropping that weight down, but increasing the reps at least double the reps, if not even triple or quadruple or
Whoa.
5 times.
Quint something. Maybe.
Pick a number. I'm going to go for the number 6 here. What are you doing?
I'm going for 10.
Okay, or I might peer pressure myself to 10. We'll see. First arm, anywhere from 5 to 10.
Oh,
Pull to
man.
back. I know.
That's not the bell I was
wondered.
thinking. I want this one.
2.
Okay, you go. Don't do what I did. Here
3.
we go. 1, 2.
5. You have to count in your head. 1 or 2 more reps. Keep it tight. Make a face if you need to. Make some sounds. Oh. I did 10, but that was crazy. Oh, take your time. Shake it out. Walk away.
Shake it out. There's high tension in those presses, just the same way there are in those high tension balances. So after you're done, shake it out. Celebrate what was really well done. Celebrate what you want to improve on. And go from your strong side to maybe you're stronger, or you're stronger to you're strong.
Those.
How many?
All right. Well, I have to match the other side, so I'm going for 10 again.
Okay.
We've talked about counting before. 2 sets of 5, 10 to 1, 1 to 10, however you count. Here we go. Pull, go. 2. Keep your breath. 3. Keep your tension. 1 or 2 more.
If you're gonna pause at the top. And I got 1 more, because I want to be like Lauren.
And if your arms feel like this, you probably did it right. So take your time. Shake it out. Nice presses.
Nice press. Nice job. Let's go back to the bar. Celebrate. Nice little rib roll here as you finish.
At the bar or in space?
Wherever you want. Maybe you're in charge of the rib roll.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I'm in charge.
Okay.
All right. Feet wider than your hips. I don't know if I can cross my arms right now.
I know.
Feet wider than your hips to keep your hips facing forward. We'll take our arms and we'll bring them up to our chest here. We'll pull our shoulder blades together. I want you to keep your chin in line with the center of your chest or your sternum as we rotate here. So head and shoulders. Rotate one direction, hips stay forward. Once you're there, it doesn't have to be far. Once you're there, lift up and over in a slight side bend to that back corner. Next, keeping your shoulder blades together, your chin lightly tucked, roll yourself around to the front. Once you're in the front, staple your abs together and then slowly rip them apart. I used that analogy today with somebody and it made a lot of sense. It's a little aggressive, but it worked. Same thing, other direction. Rotation, hips stay forward. Side bend. Then we'll curl around forward through that upper back. Once you're here, imagine stapling your ribs to your hips and then slowly trying to rip against that staple. You can hear me quivering to stand up. Now we have to do it through extension. So chin tuck, rotation, hips forward, side bend. This time with your abs, lightly extend up and over. It's not your low back. You're trying to extend that upper back and then staple. One last time, other direction, rotation, side bend, extension to the back wall, and then make that connection and relax.
Yeah.
Little drummer girl here.
Bars for mobility and to feel that flow of movement, and kettlebells for strength. And it's full body strength and it's full body benefits. So thank you very much for joining us today live on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and thereafter in the archive.
Check out our website, sign up for a newsletter, check out our Patreon, support us and allow us to keep doing this and bringing it to your living room.
Yes.
But until I promote anything more other than like and subscribe on YouTube, Saturday we play with our body weight. So all you need is this, but your own, and a little bit of space. Check that out, 8 a.m. live or anytime thereafter in the archive. And then back to the bell on Tuesdays. Thanks for joining us. And until
week 4 next week.
Week four of our
so
6-week
until that
semester.
next week, thank you so much. And I promise to take care.
Stay strong.
And we'll train soon. Have
Goodbye.
a good day. Bye-bye.